Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Bless you, Yahawah. Bless you, Yahawashi. Call Allah, Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that preach the truth and sincerity and believe on the spirit and power of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. No, it's just going to be a quick little lesson on my break at the plantation. And pretty much it's for you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those bywords that they call us here in America and across the globe. Pretty much I was reading on my last break, and pretty much I went into 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and starting at verse 1. I don't have it on screen, but because they don't have Esdras in this app for some reason. But it also pertains to Ezekiel, which I do have in this app, Ezekiel 3, and I believe at verse 10. All right. But first, I'm going to start off with that Esdras, book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 1. And it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Yahawah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So these words, that's pretty much, that's prophecy that's in this book. We are to prophesy unto you, you brethren who believe, and you few sisters. And it says in Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 5, Ezekiel 3 and 10, Salakia means forgive me. And it says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee in thine heart, which in the Hebrew will be la'ab, which means your mind, which I will speak into thine heart or your mind, and hear with thine ears, and go get them of the captivity. We are in captivity in America, Babylon, or wherever we're scattered to, unto the children of thy people. Speak unto them, and tell them, Thus saith the Yahawah power, whether they will hear, or whether they will forbear. All right. So whether our people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, whether y'all will hear or forbear, we are to speak these words of prophecy and these laws, these statutes and commandments unto thee, until, his faithful words come to pass, and he either deliver us, through via chariots of salvation, or whether we, some of us, are to be martyrs in this truth unto death. And I can get that before I have to go back into the plantation, pretty much, in Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. And Lord willing, I'll make another spirit on this later on today. And it says, Revelation chapter 2 and 9, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. We are in poverty as a people, meaning we're of low standards as far as economically. But it says, but thou art rich. We are rich in the spirit, which being rich in the spirit means you're wealthy. You're wealthy than any amount of money that anybody has on this earth. We're richer than them. We're wealthier than them, because the spirit shall come to pass, and the spirit is everlasting. All right, we will inherit the kingdom of heaven. But anyway, it says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So those Esau, Edom, the so-called white men over in the land of Israel, calling themselves Jewish, they are the synagogue of Satan, the chief house of Satan. In verse 10, this is the point. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So these pretty much these things we're about to go into, whether we go into prison or, Esau's about to come down with his military as far as these riots and everything. Do not fear. Put your fear in Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, because the fear of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi is the beginning of knowledge. Going back to Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. And with that, I want to say shalom. Brothers, keep teaching this truth and sincerity. Keep believing on the Spirit and power of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Remain faithful unto death. Shalom.